Many years ago, there was an engine who worked on a faraway railway. He was never given a name, or should I say, never lived long enough to. You see, most engines when they are built are friendly and hard-working, but once in a while, engines come out bad. And I'm sorry to say that this engine came out very bad indeed. Nobody knows how he came to be built or what led him to do the things that he did, but he led a path of destruction which haunts his controller to this very day. The engine thought himself to be a premier engine from a famous lineage, but it was actually an experimental, using only parts from other steam engines. The parts didn't fit together very well and made him very mean-spirited and somewhat unhinged. He was painted blue, but probably should have been painted black. It was not uncommon for the engine to insult others and resort to light sabotage, such as bumping them without warning or misplacing trains over light, petty squabbles. It was also easy to anger and had fits of rage, taking it out on the trucks and sometimes engines smaller than he was. One day, he buffered up to one of these smaller engines and pushed him to the edge of the turntable well, threatening to knock him in if he didn't cater to his every whim. The big engines were furious and confronted him about his awful behavior. "Stop bullying engines smaller than you," they said. But he wouldn't listen and continued to play mean and spiteful tricks, threatening that if the big engines ever told the controller about it, he would make them pay. The two big engines, thoroughly fed up, got up very early one morning and told the controller all that the engine had done, but the controller's hands were tied, since the engine was on loan. "I can't do anything about it except put in a report to the engines company." One of the big engines left to take a train, while the other remained at the station, desperately trying to plead their case. It is said that the bad engine was passing through the yard. He saw the big engine. Needless to say, he grew suspicious. He confronted the big engine in the yard and said, "I told you not to tell everyone. You'll get yours." The big engine just laughed, believing the engine only to be bluffing. But he was most assuredly not bluffing. The bad engine, knowing the big engine was just up the line, had intentionally missed the signal and plowed into the rear coach of the express, damaging the last 3 coaches in the train, and the people inside the coaches were perished. The big engine screamed, "You killed my passengers! You killed my passengers!" But the bad engine didn't care. He just laughed. When the controller came, he ordered the engine be sent for scrap immediately. If the controller had only listened to the big engines, the lives of the people in the 3 rear coaches might have been saved.